I just fixed the braking technique of this student and he found literally 3 seconds per lap. This lesson is one of the best coaching sessions I've done in my life. If your trail braking is still not good, there will be something in this lesson that is going to help you a lot. So take your time to digest the lesson and I hope you enjoy it. As always, I'm going to show you a little bit of his driving. If you have an idea of what we're going to work on, write it down in the comments and then edit your comment with what you learned from this session.
I feel like that's the thing I have to get used to most in iRacing. It's like, it feels so much easier to slide than real life.
And okay, perfect. What do you think of your driving?
Those weren't my best laps for sure.
Why?
I don't know, just not really braking consistently. I feel like I have this bad habit of turning in too soon.
Okay, let's go to your options real quick. Now give me 99% brakes, not 100. Now 50. Okay, now 25. Now brake very quickly to 80 and then go back very slowly.
Oops.
How hard is it to hit 80%?
Consistently, it's pretty hard.
No, I mean hard in pressure. How much pressure?
Not like full pressure. Like that's, I don't know, not difficult.
Not difficult? Okay,
No.
But not too light. No,
it's not like I'm putting some force into it.
So your biggest issue is that you're always braking in the same way in all corners. You're always going to 100% and then you're dropping it very quickly to 0%. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Let's show your telemetry trace. It looks like this. You brake 100%, you stay on 100%.
Yep.
You drop it and you connect that to the throttle.
Got it.
It's always
so
like
I'm just
that.
not trail braking at all.
Not at all. Like I was actually surprised with how quickly you were dropping the brakes. I thought there was a problem with the pedal because you're dropping the pedal so fast. Like the range of possibilities with braking are crazy. Like you can do so much. I want you to try never hitting 100% on the next few laps. Like you can do whatever you want, just never hit 100%. 100% is too hot. It's gonna burn you. Even if that means like doing this after.
Yep.
Just so that we work on that precision on the initial application. Then after that, I want you to take some time to feel the effects of you releasing the brakes. I think the biggest issue is that you're adding steering while keeping that 100% brakes. And that's
Got it.
If you did that with a car with no ABS, you would lock the fronts immediately and just go straight. But because this car has ABS, it's kind of forgiving you. I would say for you, this shape where you do this and you even like elongate a little bit this last bit and you combine that with the steering.
Okay.
And then you can do whatever you want with the throttle. Throttle is going to be kind of naturally going to fix itself when you fix the entry. Never hit 100% and then try to release a little bit earlier. You're going to see that the car will actually rotate a lot more. So the car will go from understeer because you were always kind of abusing the ABS in the front. The car felt predictable, felt easy to drive because you were just abusing the fronts. I want you to clean up this because in some corners in this track, your braking trace is actually going to look like this.
Yeah.
You're going to go straight to 10%. After we have the corner, the kink, then the hairpin, and then the left-hander. When we get here, this braking here is almost nothing because you're already pretty close to the actual speed that you need to be. Like your entry speed here is like say 120. You want to go down to 80. It's just a little bit of trail braking should be enough.
Got it.
And what you're doing is you're braking too hard here, and then you're doing the corner while accelerating. And this is the biggest problem because then if you get this wrong, the car just starts gaining speed too early and it goes wide. That's why you went wide sometimes. Try to divide the corner in two. 180-degree corner.
Yep.
You're going to be off throttle until you do half of that, until you do 90 degrees of rotation. I want you to not be on power. I want you to do this, divide it in two, because you braking too hard is generally causing you to like brake too hard, and then get back on power a little bit early.
Yep.
And it always causes problems on exit for you.
That makes sense.
So I want to unlock that second part of the braking where, so this is going to be stage 1. I want you to like have the second part where you're using the brakes not to slow down the car, but to rotate the car.
Yep.
Because that's what's missing. And as soon as you do that, your entry speeds are going to go way higher. Because what you're doing right now with your speed graph is it's kind of dropping down a lot, and then you do the corner while accelerating. That's your speed graph. Yep. What we can do instead is brake less, so it goes down like this. And you're already gaining a lot of time by doing this. And then you're kind of coasting a little bit, and then you get back on power. And you can actually get a better exit if you do that because of how pointed your car is going to be. Because when you're doing the corner with your speed graph going down, never forget this. When you're doing a corner and your speed is going down, the car will rotate more. If you're doing the corner with your speed graph going up, this is understeer. It's definitely going to be understeer. If it's going down, that means the weight is on the front tires.
Yep.
And then the car is just going to rotate a lot more. So less brakes, gain lots of time on entry, and consequently realize that as you turn in with your speed still going down, the car is going to be very responsive, which is going to help you point the car earlier, and then naturally, instinctively, you're going to get back on power earlier and also gain time on exit.
That makes sense.
A good way to try this, so your exercise is, I want you to never brake more than 30% in the whole track. Even if that sounds stupid, because turn 1, you have to brake on a straight line, it's going to force you to feel this lower end. And as soon as you start turning in, you're going to feel the immediate effects of how responsive the car is with this healthy amount of trail braking.
Cool.
Just brake 30%, no more than that. And then after, when we go up, then we're going to go to that exercise of never hitting 100%. So for now, very, very, very tiny brakes. Pretend your brakes are broken.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's try that. Just brake 30%. When you start braking, look at the little meter. Do it now. There you go. Yeah. Still a little bit too hard there. Brake even less. And when you start turning, stay on the brakes. Feel that it's a combination of steering and brakes. That's what's gonna make the car turn so much. If you spin, great.
Oops.
Too much. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
It went like to 95%.
Yeah, I did it, and then immediate, my old habit kicking in.
Touch the pedal with your foot before you start pressing.
Yep, I got it.
Brake.
Whoa.
Yeah, so for that corner, you would need to brake way earlier.
Yep.
I want you to not think about braking late or carrying lots of speed into the corner. I want you to have enough brain real estate to focus on what's going to happen with the car mid-corner. That's why I want you to brake early, so that we remove that from the equation to isolate one technique that we're developing.
Got it, okay. So in this corner specifically feels like one where, I'm probably braking too hard.
Yeah, that should be a 1% brake. So try 1% here. That was you should have kept it for one more second.
Got it.
Stay on it. I want you to feel the ongoing effects. It's something that you're gonna feel over time. It's not a 1% then lift. It's like 1% and stay there while turning. Brake a little bit harder here if it's too fast, and then that was better.
Oh my god! Wow!
1% here.
That's the other thing I have to get used to is I'm so used to you get that extra slide, and I'm like, I gotta correct for it instead of use it. You know what I mean? Or the extra rotation.
Yeah, the car should not be on rails. It should be always penduluming.
Yep.
Throughout the corner. So here, 1% and stay on it. And feel the car pointing. That's good. Okay, so now the next time you go through that corner, it's gonna be 1%. That was 30%, and you're gonna turn in with very light hands. It's a finicky, subtle relation. Like it's subtle inputs and subtle brakes, and you're gonna feel it's gonna happen magically. Try that here.
Oh, I think I was a little too early.
That's good. That's perfect. Yeah, that's it. That was not too early. That was perfect because it allowed you to work on that as you turned in.
Yeah. Oops, way too much.
All good. 1%. Yeah, if the car is a little bit too slow and it feels wrong. Oh, that was better. See, that 1% was actually functional there. It helped the car rotate.
Yeah.
For the last corner, 1% and very light inputs, and feel the car rotating almost like as if it wants to rotate for you. There you go. That was 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
That was your best entry.
Yeah, it feels like it just spins on the front.
Exactly.
Like the rear just rotates for you.
There you go. There you go.
I gotta break that old habit of as soon as I feel the rear kick out, my instinct is to correct and fix for it instead of use it.
1%, very light hands. Ooh, there you go.
Okay. Whew, I let off too early.
The initial turn in was too aggressive.
Okay.
Even if you think it was not aggressive, the car is so sensitive when you're trail braking. Your hands should be adding grams of weight on the initial turn in. That's already going to be enough.
Got it.
There you go. There you go. That was perfect. Perfect turn in there.
Whew, I gotta practice that.
So the first half second on the turn in, it's ultra light hands, and as you feel the car starting to turn, then you can add more steering. Yes, that was a very good exit. You see, you're not even trying to go fast, but that was super fast.
Yeah.
So next corner, 1% brakes, start turning in with 1 gram of weight.
Okay.
And as the car starts pointing, don't correct, turn more. Yes. There you go.
Wow. Oh
there you
my
go.
God. That felt so much faster.
Now you're going to brake a little bit later, but brake to 60, 70% more or less. Feel the car slowing down, and then you go to that 1% again.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah, 1% now. Yeah, you overslowed a little bit too much, which is fine, which is fine. Ooh.
Whoa.
Getting there. 1%, 1%. Good job. Power, power, power. That's it. That's it.
So I was just treating the brakes like an on-off switch before.
Exactly. It looked like a button. Now it's like so much more dynamic. Ooh.
I think I let off a little early there, but still, it feels...
Your turn in was still too aggressive. Believe it or not, like your turn in was still too heavy hands. It's the
the
we're
zero
unlocking a new precision range now.
Yeah. Too much too soon.
Good job releasing the brakes though there. You realized it was too much and you started releasing, but you still kept that 1%, which means now you're using that whole range of brake pressures instead of just going 100, 0. Okay, now just to flush all the information out for a while, think about nothing, just drive. Just try to go fast.
Okay.
Man, that's so much better. You have no idea.
It feels a lot better. Like that corner felt rough every time I took it before.
Oh. Now your trace is gathering some shape now. Getting some shape.
Too early.
You came back to the habit.
Yep.
1,000 times better. 1,000 times better.
Yeah. I'm still doing the
Yes.
turning while at
Yes.
full.
Yes. Yes. You noticed it. My
Yep.
job is done here.
Now it's on me.
Light hands. There you go. Stay on the brakes, remember. You
Oh,
drop
yeah,
the
while
brakes
I'm
too
turning.
fast.
God, I've got habits to break.
No, you're doing it fast, man. Yeah, still too much brakes while turning.
That feels way better.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Wow,
There
yeah,
you go.
Wow. That's crazy.
Brake hard, but then release early. It was the best one so far.
Too
A
hard.
little bit too hard, yep.
I mean, yeah. That's great. 'Cause now I can like recognize in myself those mistakes, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, even having the inputs here is like, this is great.
Nah, you just needed to stay on it. You just
On the
needed to
brake?
stay on the brakes for half a second more, yeah. Because the
Got
brakes
it.
are turning the car.
Yeah.
Remember, the entry is half of the corner. You're
Yep.
doing the entry inputs on the first 10% of the corner, and then you're doing nothing. So, like,
Got it.
stay on the brakes for 50% of the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. It was too much pressure. That's why you lost it. But the intention
it.
of staying on the brakes all the way onto the inside was correct.
Okay. 1%.
There you go. That was very
Better?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, you just needed to like stay on it for 0.2 of a second more. But like the
Okay.
entry was very good. The inputs were very good. Let the car roll a little bit more into the corner.
That corner feels so much better.
Yeah, that's very good.
I'm gonna have to like retrain my brain altogether, you know?
You are already. It's so much better. Man, remember, you were doing 100 and 0, 100 and 0, 100 and 0. Now you're like doing so many new pressures and shapes.
Yeah.
Very light braking. There you go. There you go. Power. That's
Oh my
it.
god. That's crazy. That feels so much better.
100, then 10. Release, 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 release. You're not releasing.
I think I have to mess with my brake settings a bit because I'm releasing a little bit. Like this is 100 and then I release a little bit and it's not getting down to 99.
Okay,
So I wonder if
let me explain what's happening then. I'm gonna share my screen. Now it's gonna matter. Remember I told you like try to never brake 100%?
Yep.
I think I know what's happening now. I told you brake to 100, start releasing.
Yep.
But what you're doing is
I'm going to like
you brake to 100.
or something.
You think you're releasing, but you're not,
Yeah.
right? So we found the problem. The problem is that 100% here is connected to a physical, to an actual number. So let's say this is set up to 50 kilos.
Yep.
As soon as you hit 100 and you're pressing 50 kilos, if you press 60, it's still
Doesn't
reading
matter.
100. If you press this much, it's still reading 100. So you're releasing here, but the line is still showing as 100.
Got it.
And then it feels like what is happening? And then finally when you get tired of that and you start releasing more, then you see the graph going down very quickly.
Yep.
So
And that's why it's dropping so fast.
exactly. So that the exercise now that's gonna fix this, you don't have to make your pedal heavier because let's pretend in real life you have the same problem. In real life, there is a physical amount. If you press 3 times more, it's still gonna be 100%. It's still gonna be ABS. So I want you to not brake 100%, brake 99, but with the settings you have right now. It doesn't have to be 100. It can be 90. Like it doesn't have to be 99. It can be 90 just so it's a little bit easier.
just high but not max.
As soon as you're not max, you're gonna see that any change will be read by the trace, and your car is gonna feel the difference. Let's try that.
Okay. All right.
Whoa, that was very close. That was very close. You see how much the car rotated there?
Yeah.
That was the brakes. That was the brakes rotating the car.
And that makes total sense if I was like trying to trail brake a little bit, but like I wasn't, because like.
No, but I saw your brake trace going down now. Now it makes sense.
I meant before, right? Like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm trail braking, and no, it was just at 100 the whole time.
Exactly. Okay, we found it, man. That's it.
Okay.
Same thing, 90%. Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes!
That's so much better.
Okay, let's talk about something, because this was perfect. I've never seen driving be that transformed in 1 hour. Like, it's crazy how you went from on-off button to actually doing the trail braking in different ways, in different kinds of corners. It's all there. If you keep driving like that for a week, you're probably gonna go over. Your driving is gonna be upgraded by 2,000 iRating. Not kidding, because it's a big change. It's a big change. You have my course, right?
Yeah.
Get this feeling of the trail braking, of the car rotating because of the brakes, and rewatch the modules 3 and 4. Probably 4. 4 is more important because 3 is about tracks. It's about corners. But 4 is about the car handling.
Okay.
That's gonna get this feeling in mind. And watch the lessons, because it's gonna make a lot more sense. With that in mind, go back on track, try it out, and start building the blocks again, and it's gonna make so much more sense.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't even gone through module 4, so
oh, okay, perfect.
I'm happy I did this first, because I'll get to do it with a new context. But yeah, awesome, man. I feel like if I just practice this, I'm gonna unlock so much, not only here but also in my actual car, right? Like,
oh, most definitely, man. In real life, it's gonna be such a big difference. You're gonna feel so many more subtle things that the car wants to do depending on what you do with your pedals. Yep. It's gonna be way better. And
awesome.
Then if you have any teammates or something and you're going from one race to the other, they're gonna be like, what happened? Why are you so much quicker now?
Not teammates, but one of my best friends races with me, and he's already frustrated that in my third spec weekend, I'm pretty close behind him. So if I come in the next weekend, I'm past him, he's going to be like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Don't tell him.
No, I'll tell him to come to you.
Perfect. Man, thank you for the trust. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right. See ya.
Sim racing is growing more and more, and it's bringing real-life racers and sim racers together. This is making the competition level rise like I've never seen it before. So if you want to become that competitive, the secret is in the driving technique more than equipment. My professional driving technique course, the Motor Racing Checklist, already has over 3,000 drivers, including real-life drivers and professional esport drivers, just so you know how good it is. I made this course after coaching over 2,000 drivers in one-to-one live sessions, and it contains all the advanced concepts, techniques, and exercises that I've developed with my students over all these years of coaching. It's perfect for any simulator, racing games, and also for real-life drivers wanting to use a simulator to improve their real-life driving technique. This course is about car handling skills, and the goal is to make you find better lap times and consistency. You will learn how to prevent and induce specific behaviors and learn how to feel them earlier so you can predict what's happening with the car with professional precision. By the way, this course has a money-back guarantee with no questions asked. So if you don't improve, you get your money back. And you can join my Discord to read reviews and ask any questions. Join the course now, and I will see you on track.